Hey y'all, welcome to the first video of Channel 2 and welcome to episode 1 of our engineered world. So today we will be discussing the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway. Started on September 5th, 2019. It will be the country's longest expressway, eventually connecting the city of the capital of Delhi to the financial hub of Mumbai. It's expected to open in about 2 years, which sounds about right. A little bit ambitious, but they seem to actually be doing stuff pretty intelligently here. So it'll probably stream by right on schedule. The entire highway will span 1,350 kilometers upon completion, which is like mind-staggeringly long, especially for me. And it will dash the travel time between Delhi and Mumbai to just 12 hours, which is one of the biggest selling points of this entire project. The highway will traverse through 5 states in India, but out of respect for India and its culture, I will not attempt to pronounce which states it passes through. Now, phase 1 of the project, from Delhi to Lausat, will open by the end of this year, while the entire project isn't slated to open until 2023. So this is going to be amazing news. Even though it's going to be opening in phases, it's still going to be serving a very important purpose. It will feature 8 lanes on either side in the beginning, which again is like crazy for me to think about. With 6 feet walls also on either side on the edges of the highway, to mitigate wildlife and pedestrian crossings, to basically make the highway just for driving, which is good. It's amazing. It'll actually ensure that it has the utmost efficiency, because it'll just keep cars on the road, right? There is expansion space on either side of the highway for 4 additional lanes to be paved, which would bring the total lane count from the current 16 to a future 24, which to me sounds more comparable to the interstate, but oh well. India is also embarking on a number of firsts. They will be digging their first 8-lane tunnel. They will be building their first Asian animal underpass will also be featured in India, and that's exciting. It's very exciting. The highway will be able to accommodate traffic with speeds of up to 120 kilometers an hour, which again is barely conceivable for me. And the entire state of the construction is being mapped out with drones. So that's also something else that's really cool, really innovative. Really like intelligent and wise way to keep costs down, just to get a really nice bird's eye view of what's going on. Because nothing really beats a good aerial view. Some 2 million trees and shrubs are expected to be planted along the expressway, which sort of serves into its discussed green highway concepts and ideas. There was a little bit of a discussion going on with some of the officials that were working on the highway, whether or not they were going to prioritize green fuel stations like hydrogen stations and EV charging stations. I think that would personally be an excellent idea. You would be building not just a highway, but you would be spurring an entire community. The Delhi-Mumbai corridor. And there are expected to be a lot of highway side developments as well, such as resorts, restaurants, and gas stations, as well as some of the world's first highway side helipads and trauma centers. So if there are any accidents, it is certainly not going to be a far drive, nor is it going to be a long response if somebody is in need of those emergency services. And also, the close proximity of all of these services to the highway also allows these emergency services to be able to get to some of these more isolated and rural areas, should they need to quickly. I mean, if the highway is, first of all, it's 8 lanes, so I'm sure there's not going to be a huge problem with emergency vehicles getting around. I'm sure there won't be an issue with vehicles getting around in general, but especially the fact that they didn't only build this for now, and that they included all that extra space to sort of, foresight. It's really it's really intelligent that they're not, like I said, they're not only building a project that they really need just for this time. They're building a project that they need now, but something that they also know that they're going to need in the future as well, because India's population has only been increasing. So yeah, kudos to them for looking ahead, for doing it relatively cheaply, and basically staying on schedule the entire time. I haven't heard of any complications. So yeah, the road is currently going ahead. It will be powered using a mix of solar and state energy, which I also think is a really, really good aspect of the whole thing, because there's going to be however many vehicles putting out carbon and whatnot on the highway. So, I mean, why not try to at least mitigate some of that with, the 2 million trees and bushes that they're trying to plant? But as well as using solar and state power to sort of add to that, eco-friendly green highway concept, which I really think is a really cool and really fascinating concept, to build a highway that's eco-friendly, to build a highway that encourages sustainability, to build a highway that uses renewable energy. It might seem redundant to people at first, but it's actually an excellent idea. So again, kudos to them for doing that, for including nature. Also very excellent for offsetting all of that extra carbon. So thank you guys so much for watching the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway Engineered World video, episode 1. I hope all of you enjoyed. If you did, you already know what to do. I love each and every one of you so much, and I'll be honored to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.